welcome back to Cricket for Americans. Nick here, and I am bringing you episode 4. That's right, all halfway through when we're done with this one, episode 4 of our IPL team overview. Thank you so much for Gabe and holding down the fort on the last 2 episodes, episode 2 and 3. If you've missed any of our IPL team overviews, go ahead and check them out on our channel. We've got the Sunrisers, we've got the Capitals, and we've got the Knight Riders. Couldn't think there for a second. And now I am ready to bring to you my basic team overview in the IPL for the team, the Rajasthan Royals. Rajasthan Royals, that's right. We are getting royal right now with all kinds of royalty. Now, full disclosure, there's a baseball team named the Kansas City Royals, and so that's what I think of automatically. But I am ready to give you my information that I've put together on the Rajasthan Royals. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you appreciate this overview. And please let us know what you think in the comment section. Give us your thoughts. Give us your suggestions. We appreciate it. It helps us move our channel forward. So let's get right into it. So I always like to look up nicknames for the team. And it's funny because according to Wikipedia, it says they are considered as the Moneyball team in the IPL. The Royals are known to unearth obscure and high potential talent, as well as their involvement in a number of controversy and scandals. So I'm not sure about the latter part, but Moneyball is something that was referred to as in baseball, where you're not so much looking for the best players that are out there in free agency, but you are trying to find the highest potential in each player. In baseball, you're trying to buy runs. You're trying to buy on-base percentage and try to find players who may not be these high-paid, high-touted talent, but they'll get on base. They'll score runs. And if you get enough of those guys together, you have yourself a team. So it excites me, and it's a great movie. Check it out, Moneyball. It excites me that they refer to as the Royals as the Moneyball team of the IPL. Their colors are pink and blue. Steve Smith, that's right, Smudgy. He is the captain currently, and they play at Sawai Man Singh Stadium in Jaipur, Rajasthan. All right, and Sawai Man Singh is a historical figure as well, so a stadium named after him. This team won the inaugural edition of the IPL under the captaincy of Shane Warne. That's right, Shane Warne. Despite being written off as a title contender, despite being written off as not being a title contender by the media and by the fans, they were not expected to do much that season. People thought, oh, I'm not sure about your squad, and they ended up winning the title in that first year. Unfortunately, they were suspended 2 years. For 2 years, along with CSK, for a betting scandal in 2013. The team's record run score is Ajinkya Rahane with 2,705 runs, while the leading wicket taker all-time, we're talking about all-time right now, not currently, leading wicket taker is Shane Warne with 67. So that is some basic information about the Rajasthan Royals. Let's go ahead right now and go right into the squad. I have been taking your suggestions, and so has Gabe. We've been checking out some videos from Harsha Bogle. Great job this guy does, and in like under 6 minutes for some of these videos. It's amazing. It's so cool to see his excitement as he's talking about it, and he's just so excited. His anticipation is so high. We are not on his level of his cricket knowledge and his experience with cricket. We are just getting into it, but I love feeding off his energy, and I appreciate the information he gave. So let's go over the 2020 squad, the batsmen first, with our captain, Steve Smith. I can't wait to see this guy rake in T20. I've seen him a little bit, obviously, in the international side. People in the comments say he's much better in Test, but I still can't wait to see him on the grand stage in the IPL. We also have Mahapal Lamror. We have Manan Vora. We also have Yash Asvi Jaiswal. We also have David Miller. And the last batsman that Wikipedia classifies as, we have Aniruddha Joshi. So those are the 6 main overall, I don't want to say main, but the overall classified as batsmen here. The all-rounders. They only mentioned 2 all-rounders, 2 listed as all-rounders. We have one of the best internationally, Ben Stokes. Question is, will he be available for Game 1? Bogle said he should be available for the entire season, but will he be able to play in Game 1? That's a question I have as well. And there's also Rian Parag. So those are the only 2 mentioned as all-rounders. As far as the wicket keepers go, this should be a very interesting group. This is only my second team overview, so it's not really... Of the 2 teams I've done an overview on, I feel like the Sunrisers have a good core of wicket keepers as far as those that can rake and those that can, keep the wicket. But I'm really excited, especially from Bogle's video, and I'm really excited from the things that I know about Josh Butler from the wicket keepers collection here. I'm not sure how they're all going to be able to share time. I know cricketers can play different fielding positions, but I'm not sure how you keep some of these guys out of the lineup. We're talking about Sanju Samson. From what I hear, this guy is someone who can seriously play. I'm excited to see him. We have Josh Butler. I've become a huge fan of his, along with so many others in the international game that I've been watching. But Josh Butler, he can seriously rake. He, if Gay was here, he would say he struggles with the glove. I don't have enough information for that, but it seems like recently he's been struggling with his fielding abilities, but man, he can rake. We also have Robin Uthappa, who, again, Bogle mentioned a lot about, and so I trust that guy. Excited to see him, and Anuj Rawat. Typically, with the salaries that I see on Wikipedia, you can kind of see who are the ones that are most sought after. Who are the guys making the $1 million or the 1.8 or the 2.0 million dollar contracts? And I was also surprised to see that the lowest is $28,000. So there's quite a disparity there. I know it's a short season, but still. All right, spin bowlers time. I love spin bowlers. I think they bring in a great balance to any kind of bowling attack. We have Shreyas Gopal. We also have Shashank Singh. And Shashank Singh's name just reminds me of Shawshank Redemption. It's a silly thing, silly connection, but I love that movie. So I will be looking out for Shashank Singh to see what kind of spin bowling he can bring. I have noticed in my limited experience, and of course there's different formats out there, that the spin bowlers, they bring that nice change of what the batsmen are getting used to, but they also can leak some runs. We got Rahul Tewashia. Don't think I said that one right. And then we also have Mayank Marchand. And again, he was mentioned as well. All right, now for the pace bowlers. And I was so excited. Again, I keep mentioning Bogle's video. So excited to hear him just rave about Jofra Archer. You guys should know by now how much I love myself some Jofra Archer. Yes, he can sometimes go on a wicket, a lack of a wicket spell, if you will. But this guy, not only does he have the pace, but this guy just changes the eye level. This guy changes the approach. You can't be super comfortable with her in there in front of those stumps when he's bowling. So he is, in my opinion, the top pace bowler for the Royals. So he's on the squad. You have Varun Aaron, another pace bowler. Ankit Rajput. You have Jaydev Unadkat. So many pace bowlers. Holy cow. We have Kartik Tyagi. We also have Andrew Tai. And then here's a name that I recognize from the international play. From the England side, we got Tom Curran, who I admittedly am not a huge fan of. IPL, I feel, is a different animal than anything else, even though it's still T20. But let's keep going. We got O'Shane Thomas, another person from overseas, and Akash Singh. So those are, or maybe it's Akash Singh, those cricketers are the 2020 squad for the Rajasthan Royals. Now let's get into some of the highlights in the history of the Royals. If you're a Royals fan, these are the moments that you remember. These are the moments that you're hoping that I mention because you're so proud of your team. Here you go. As far as the Orange Cap winners, the Royals are still waiting for their maiden Orange Cap winner. They do not have any yet. That's unfortunate, but I'm sure, who knows. With some of these guys like Steve Smith, And again, I'm excited to see Samson. I'm excited, obviously Butler, Ben Stokes. Let's see if he comes back. You would think that there's an orange cap in their future. Purple cap, the leading wicket taker in the IPL. They've had one purple cap way back in 2009. That was Sohail Tanvir. He's got their lone purple cap. They do have an MVP winner, two-time MVP winner in Shane Watson. He won it in their inaugural season 2008, and they had it in 2013. You telling me they had a Shane Warne and a Shane Watson on the same squad when they won their inaugural championship? Shane W's, come on. What are you doing to me? They do not have any maximum sixes award, which, let me know what you guys feel about that award. I feel like that award is not nearly as important, but it's interesting because in baseball, we have the home run leader each year, and I get super excited for that. So let me know if you're the same way with the maximum sixes award. Do you get super excited? Is it just bragging rights? It doesn't seem to have much of effect, even though sixes are great, on the outcome of who wins. It'd be interesting to find out how many teams that have the maximum sixes award go on to win the title. They do have an emerging player award. They have Sanju Samson. Again, I've heard a lot about him, so that makes perfect sense. And they won the Fair Play Award in 2012. Fair Play Award in 2012. All right. Now, for their championship, they won, once again, the inaugural championship under Captain Steve Warren in 2008. They went 9-3 that season. Again, this is a team that was not expected to do too much, and they just kept everyone quiet. They shut up the critics by going 9-3. Got it right here. They were considered the weakest team possibly in the IPL that year. They destroyed the Daredevils in the first round of the playoffs by winning by 105 runs. Oh, that hurts if you're a Daredevils fan. 105 runs, by the way, what a great name. Love Daredevil. Then they barely squeaked by CSK by 3 wickets with the final score of 164 with 7 wickets compared to 163 and 5 wickets to win their title. Seems like CSK is in every championship title match each year. Just from my research here and watching Gabe's videos, holy cow, CSK is always there. It's almost like they should have more than the titles they have. Anyways, for me, let me know how you feel about this too, because you guys are more the hardcore fans. I'm coming into it. For me, when it says a team won by 3 wickets, as a numbers guy, as a stats guy, that doesn't tell me enough. That doesn't tell me what I want to hear. I want to hear how close was the score. I want to hear, in what over did that team chase. And of course, on Crick Buzz and other websites, it'll tell you the overs when they chased. But that's what I want to know. So again, that final score in that title, 2008, 164 to 163, different wickets. I get it. I know it's cricket. I'm not going to change the rules. But that's a close match. The only thing I don't have what over it was to CSK. So when they were chasing, they still lost by 3 wickets. So I'm assuming they were the one chasing, and they just came within 1 run short. Man. Or I can't remember, and I'm recording this, so I'm going to be honest with you guys. I can't remember if you win by 3 wickets, that means that you were the one chasing, and you were able to catch up. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed my overview for the Rajasthan Royals. Let me know what you think. Let me know which players, besides the few that I mentioned that a lot of them I got from Bogle, I'm not going to lie. Let me know which ones are we going to watch out for. I feel like the Royals have a really good chance to get to the playoffs this year, just from their squad, just from what I heard in the Bogle video and others, and just a feeling I have. You guys will have to wait till we finish all our overviews to figure out which teams we're picking, but thank you so much for checking this out. Please don't forget to check out our other ones, and we cannot wait for the IPL to start. But with all that being said, until next time, that's a deep squad.